snow upstairs. No, I thought that was
like a knife. Truth in the hallway, lies in the hall. One wrong word and it all gets loud. The twist got us losing our mind. Every episode, crossing every line. We breaking down the fights, the tears, the shade. Who's telling truth and who just getting played? Behind the gates, where the love and the scandal never wait. Behind the gates, yeah, behind the gates. Every heart's a rumor in the flames. Oh, welcome to behind the gates, where the truth comes out when the night is late. Ooh, behind the gates. Let's talk about it. When the door shuts, everybody knows. The pretty little secrets start to show, and the whole town leans in close, waiting on the one thing nobody.
Every Friday night. No cooking necessary, no assembly required.
welcome
Never
to
mind.
Behind the Gates. Okay,
Hey,
that's
y'all.
what I thought. Welcome to Behind the Gates, everybody, where we discuss all things beyond the gates. We had a good week, folks.
Oh, it was a week,
Yeah.
It was one of the better weeks we've ever had.
baby. This was the best week out of this whole year.
Yeah, I agree. I think they got their foot on our neck, and yeah. So anyway, let's just go on and get into it. Well, we've been speculating for months now, and those of us here on this podcast hit the nail on the head, and Heather is the impaler.
The Impaler.
We said it. We said it. See, hey, David. Hey, Noki. When you want to know what's going on in soap, you're gonna hear it here first. We said it.
Yep.
Listen, we low-key write the script. We ghost write the script, y'all. Just letting y'all know.
Yeah. Mhm. We know what's happening.
We
They
pretty much
listening to
said
us.
this. Yeah, yeah. We said
And-
this. So now that we are here, little sister is the impaler. Now, what's her angle? Because she definitely got one.
She wants to join forces with Joey. She wants to reinstate the family business, but on their terms.
Yeah.
Right, but Joey's having no parts of that. So how is she gonna make them? Because she definitely said, "Oh, okay, like okay, I got you."
Well, Joey did say that his sister does take after their father and has some of his more ruthless tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the end game, we don't know. But
is she gonna try and
we
take
know
her
the
brother
end game,
out?
but the approach. Mm-mm.
Is she gonna try and take her brother out and take over his territory?
Nah, she's not gonna take him out.
Mm.
She wouldn't do that. Now she's gonna make it uncomfortable for him. I definitely believe that.
But if he gets in her way and her brother, is she taking after her dad?
Keisha, if you're speaking, we cannot hear you. We see you moving, but we can't hear words you're saying if you're speaking.
No, that's what she said. Can y'all hear me? No.
Nope.
Rebooting. Okay.
Nope.
That's why, and everybody, that's why I'm basically here, because I'm frozen. So we just having technical difficulties all the way around. So
yeah, so it's a storm, and look, it's a storm, and Angela's under a tornado watch, as luck would have it.
My God, today.
So
stay away from trees.
Stay away from windows and trees and everything.
I'm right next to the window.
And all seriousness, be careful, Angela. You hear the sirens going. Don't worry about us. Get off.
Bye.
And text us when your phone is working. Let us know you made the save. So
listen, I'm gonna tell y'all.
I think it might have been done at like 9. So hopefully we're out. But yeah, it's still messing with my internet.
Listen, when I tell y'all this, if there's a tornado happening at night, just know that the good Lord will call me home whenever I'm ready, because I'm gonna be in the bed sleep. I done slept through many a tornado, and I am still here. By
God, you gonna be in the bed sleep?
I have actually had enough of a close enough call to actually have to get in the bathtub at the bathroom and go to that part of the house for the tornado.
I've only had to get into a closet twice in my lifetime.
No, I guess I should have been in for the big one that I was in my hometown, but we just sat there and I was in my bed thinking like, Lord, please protect me.
And you covered. And you are covered.
Yep, and I was covered because there was a big behind tree next to my window, and every tree in our yard basically fell, but that big tree stayed right there. I was like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
Yeah, and honey, yes, he's kept us through all things. We have never had. Now, I've had many a tornado dream, but never a real tornado. And that's something else in itself. And I pray that I've had more earthquakes than I've had tornadoes. Honestly, I've been in more earthquakes. So that's crazy. But that's what you do when you're on the East Coast.
So. All right. Well, what was it? So
wait a minute. Is somebody's bell ringing? Do I have a bell? Do y'all hear that? Is that me?
No. It might be you because I don't hear a bell.
Hold
on.
I don't hear anything.
It's a bell.
You talking about tornadoes? Maybe you got an earthquake warning. I don't know.
No, it's like somebody's ringing my doorbell that I don't have.
Child.
That's interesting. What is that sound? Okay, if I have to walk off camera, y'all pay me no mind. I'm gonna have to be like they do in the movies and investigate the strange noise. So y'all don't pay me no mind.
Now you know you of the melanated persuasion. So.
You got your Glock or your 45 something right there with you. Nope, I'm still frozen. So yep, out I go, still frozen.
Yeah. We sitting there with your mouth open. That's your shock face. That's your shock face. Okay, so Heather is the impaler, and while Vanessa is home, well, not home, but at Joey's place waiting, she calls for someone to come and join her. Who comes in with a whole lot of judgment for Vanessa. Like Vanessa was like, look, I called you to come hang out, not try to smush my face in all my problems and tell me I'm wrong.
Well, Danny, in this moment, I didn't feel was very judgmental. She could tell that there was something distressful with Vanessa.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't. Yeah, I mean, because it's like me talking to you and telling you stuff. It's like it's your girl. I didn't think you should go in to find a ring. But I didn't think it was that bad either. I was like, well, she's just telling her what she's already heard.
Yeah, because this is the thing with Danny. Danny has always been the realistic friend that Vanessa can always count on. That's why she calls Vanessa and Nicole and Danny for two different reasons. If she wants someone that's going to give her the therapeutic or the therapist, clinical counselor answer that's very carefully worded, she'll call Nicole. But if she wants someone to give it to her straight, crass, no chaser, she's going to call Danny. And she needed Danny in this moment. Even if she wanted to hear how Danny presented it to her, it's still the real and honest truth, real honest to God truth. You are not completely, well, you're worried about Joey, and rightfully so, because he is involved in a business that has sketchy people.
Yeah.
So you're going to be, so for you to be naturally worried is expected. But the fact that you're worried and I'm coming over to you as my friend, because you called me and said, hey, Cold Blue, I am not okay. And she came running.
Yeah, she did. But she got to the point where Vanessa said, you know what, Danny, I need to ask you to go. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get up out of here. Because what you're not going to do is this right here. And Danny left. Vanessa said, that's not what we're going to do.
Well, then what did she call Vanessa? She
called her over there to play Scrabble and keep her company.
Joey should have let you basically stay. That is right. No, she should not. What do you want her to say?
She wants everybody to be unconditionally accepting of Joey, what he does, knowing what he does, and just basically come on into the fold just like she did and say, oh, well, he out doing some gangster-ish. I'm gonna keep you in company until he get back. That's what Vanessa wanted, and that's what she expects.
I don't know how she expects that.
Child, we'll get to it in a second, but we see how that whole thing unfolded.
There's something in that wine if she's thinking that.
And then
give me some of that wine.
When Joey does come home, he lies straight to her. Like, not like he hadn't done it before. I mean,
still basically, you done lied. How many times? It's been like, what, 20 times now he done lied to people about killing her husband?
I mean, that's the number one right there. But all other things is a lie and half truths. My sister came, but I had to reschedule the impaler.
Yeah.
But what is this guy thinking? And what is this and this and that and that and that?
And he's going to be dangerous and you need to watch it. And I don't think he's going to come after. But how can you say that? Yeah. So all of a sudden you flipped and like, okay, everything's fine and lovely. So I don't know about that, Joey.
Well,
but I don't know how long he's going to get to keep this secret. I
don't either. But, we're going to go ahead and take a commercial break very early in the show because the next break is going to be all things Martin's fundraiser.
Yep.
And boy, do we have a lot to talk about, Lord. And I'm trying to decide, do I go ahead and start the trivia now?
Go ahead and start.
I say start it now. Yeah.
Wait, go ahead and start the trivia now.
Okay,
so we're going to go ahead and take this
because we're going to be on there for a cool minute.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and take this commercial break, y'all. And y'all go ahead and tune in because we're going to go ahead and do trivia. Y'all go ahead and put it in. Angela, you take a note of the answers like we normally do. And we'll be right back. Lord have mercy. All right.
Oh, get it together, Lord.
Let's make it happen.
Cutting to a break. 15 seconds later, I'm back with the gate. Popcorn gone cold. You still got your grin. I got a little detour. Then I slide back in. Wait, don't touch that dial. I'll be through the noise in a minute, child. Behind the gate, we'll be right back. let your voice be heard. Hope and justice in every word. Hand in hand, we rise above, building change through strength and love. Join me in AACP today. Let's
All right, so y'all go ahead and put those answers in, and we'll see who wins the entry for tonight. All right, we have our dear cousin named Martin Richardson, and our dear cousin is running for Congress, and he decided that he wanted to have, well, his grandfather said, I can get my good friend Victor Newman to come and speak at your fundraiser, and all will be well right before this primary. And so that's what happened. So Victor comes on that very drone-like helicopter.
I know, right? Like the president.
I was like, yeah, y'all was wrong for this right here. But
he came up like the president, like just got off like dun 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 dun.
It's Victor Newman. What do you expect?
I know. I love it. I love it.
Victor came. No, the wind of the helicopter didn't bother his hair. None of it. Victor smooth as all get out, right?
Look, that's my extended pawpaw.
Victor Newman. That's how Victor world.
Extension of my grandmother who watched Young and the Restless many a day.
Yes. So Victor's here. I am here. I'm here, Martin, to do what I need to do. All is well. And so let's just talk about the beginning. Everybody is here having a good time. You got the Richardsons are in the house, enjoying themselves. They are here. You got the Abbotts are enjoying themselves. You have, let me see. You have Victor and
this whole thing though made me like, I'm like, okay, Diane is back in the fold. I'm like, I need to go figure out how that happened. I'm like, I need to go back and watch Y&R to figure out the plan here, because I'm like, what?
I do need to go back and watch a little bit of Y&R, but we are here, and now this set the tone for the whole night right here for me, in my opinion.
Child.
She talking, they having a good time. Everything is all copacetic, as they say. And then this one said, yeah, hi, I'm her husband, Andre.
Yep.
And who are you? Oh, yeah, nice to meet you. Back up for my wife.
I know. He was like, yeah, staking his territory.
Yeah, I'm her husband. Who
now just needs to give the same energy to Bill.
Who you? Everybody's hobnobbing, having a good time. The other Richardson and the date is in the house. That was the lovely dress on Shanice.
I love that dress on Shanice.
Yeah, that was cute.
It was very pretty. You got, who is this? Oh, you got Vernon and Anita, and here's the young son. What's his name?
Kyle.
Kyle Abbott. We got Kyle in the house. He's there. So now you got the Newmans and the Abbotts all in the house. You got this dude here.
I don't want to talk about him no more. I
don't know who let him in, but you know, him was there.
Him was there, yeah.
You know, Haley needs to work on it. I mean, she likes to have her hand up, but there's no one next to her. I don't know why she's doing that. I mean, I'm just seeing a lot of flowers and a nice, beautiful Haley.
This one was here. She came up in here, rolled up in the house. Joey said,
looking like the Impaler.
Right.
And had homie all messed up. Like, oh, I think that's my sister.
What's Heather doing here? She
like they don't sell how many different cakes.
Right. But then when they was there, and then, you know, they wanted to put them out. What y'all doing here? Because this don't look good for Martin. And Vanessa stood 10 toes down. We paid good money. And we here. So what? So here we got our resident fixer, the fixer, Watusi over to say, oh well, let me put away to say this, you know, hey, let me be a little bit more diplomatic, and how about y'all just go to the lobby or something, hang out there, because the last thing we want is anybody taking pictures of you at this event. I think, but was Vanessa wrong to bring Joey up in here? Let's start there.
I think she was, because
knowing how they all feel.
Yes, but it's also one of those things where it's not a matter of just accepting Joey into the fold. They did have a point in terms of optics, at least in the Fairmont Crest community. Joey is not the most accepted member of the community, and people already speculate, whether it's valid or not, of his workings and his businesses. Yeah, so for him to be present at Martin's fundraiser does give a bad image
vibe to the
in terms of what kind of support does Martin seek, and that would hurt his campaign. So it wasn't a matter of them, even though was it Ted and Vernon were very unga bunga about it.
Yeah,
they could have gone about it in a more, I will say, civil way.
Yeah.
What, nobody thought to put a bug in Vanessa's ear that Joey may not be your appropriate +1? Did anybody even think, or did you think that they thought there's no way she would bring him to this?
But she's always been trying to basically bring him into things. So if you didn't give her a heads up, and I think Vanessa would have did it anyway, regardless of if you tell her what, she would have still did it, because Vanessa does Vanessa.
She's just being very defiant.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got Tomas is in the house.
Tomas didn't have a really good role in this thing at all. He was just kind of
leaving. He just did.
I'm like,
he
what?
Been one under the chandelier. Oh.
I'm like, he wasn't
screaming.
He wasn't even trying to be worried about Kat. He's just kind of there, just like, I'm like, I needed more out of Tomas to be worried about where his girlfriend is during a hurricane or a tornado.
Well, he was actively searching for Kat when everything went down. So
was he?
He was.
I don't know. He didn't look that bothered when she showed up. I'm like, my girlfriend show up. I'm like, I know you're with your family, but I'm coming over to you.
He didn't look
right.
Pressed.
He didn't look pressed at all. He didn't look
pressed. I guess Keisha's still having difficulties. We'll keep it moving, see what happens. Yeah, so she goes and says, listen, I'm sorry if he talking y'all ear off. Because Bill said, make sure you get me some contacts. And so now it's his job to annoy everybody.
But he was being overly just, I'm like, there's a way to do it and not be so overly annoying. It's like, introduce yourself, say who you are, and then make some small talk. It's not necessary to be that just really, because the people were very annoyed, and yeah. It's like, all right.
Chelsea says, "Hey, give me your inspiration for a new Chelsea cat bag." But things, she's like, "Let me get my network on." And
listen, this wasn't a network.
She did it a better
this
way.
was a whole key session. I was here for it.
And then you got this one here who decided, among all things, to go and bring Ashley to the event.
Well, that was a good thing because we needed another nurse.
Well, it was a good thing, but in the first time, it was. I blame all things go back to Ashley. I blame Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
I blame Ashley. I blame Ashley because of her meeting with Anastasia, which, Tamika, you did your thing, just as rude as you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They end up in the so-called, now we have a new set in Fairmont Crest. Give it up for the bridal suite.
Woo! With that couch. I like that little chase. Yep.
And the flower
Ashley if Ashley wasn't there and she didn't decide to have a meltdown, Danny wouldn't have ran after her and ended up here.
Oh, that's what you blaming her for.
That's what I blame her for, but we'll keep going. So she's up here trying to calm her down. She doesn't let Andre do it. She goes to tend to Ashley. And then Ashley and Naomi both end up here. Naomi and Danny both end up here consoling Ashley.
Where she should have stayed.
You come on.
I've already said I blame Ashley for being here as to how we got here. But we're going to nevertheless.
No,
we
can blame Ashley a little bit, but she needed to keep her drawers on.
We're not there yet. We're not there, Angela.
Ashley getting the blame.
Ashley's getting the blame for me. So we're back now, and it's time for the speech, which it was a lovely speech given by
Victor. He looked all political. He looked so political.
Yep, he do.
He really did. He did a very good job.
He looks like he's in his politician era.
He is.
Victor spoke. It was a lovely thing.
That was 2 minutes of speech for Victor. I don't understand what this
hype was. Flew from Genoa City for a 5-second speech.
He did.
I know.
He just made an appearance. That's all. That's all. He said, "What you want from me? I came. My presence is all you need." And he's right. That's all we needed was for his presence to be there. And
they can hear me on my phone, not on the computer.
We can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear and we can see it, Walter.
Yeah, I'm on my phone for some reason.
Angela's back.
Hey, Angela.
He's animated, y'all.
Woo!
All right, I'm in.
You did not take my last piece of candy. I know this Negro did not just take my last piece of candy out my purse.
I want y'all
here. You want one?
That y'all still on there.
You can have this one.
I'm sorry. Y'all, he gonna lose his life.
Victor gave an arousing speech.
Mm-hmm.
But and something before I forget, because I jumped the gun a little bit. Y'all forgive me. I need to go back before Martin's speech to this incident right here. Let me go back. This. See, it was already kinds of chaos happening all over this room before the tornado happened. You got Ashley's meltdown, which takes Danny away. You have this situation here with this nosy clickbait, whoever put her in the room to try to get the dirt.
And with this, I'm glad you came back to this and I ain't miss it, because this scene right here put Eva on the block for me, because she overreacted, because Kat literally, she wasn't trying to be nasty. The woman was fishing and all she did was try to stop her from burying herself.
I agree with that one, because I was like, you went off on Kat for no reason. Kat knows the political thing of this and how it works a little bit better than you do. So you needed to just be like, okay.
And whoever did Eva's makeup is getting a violation from me, because I didn't like it.
Well,
it did not compliment that dress at all.
I didn't like the dress.
I didn't like the dress.
I didn't like the dress. I didn't like her makeup. She is far too pretty for them to have had her looking the way they had her looking. I ain't like it. Kat, on the other hand, that dress, she was wearing that dress.
Yeah.
So
now, was it appropriate for the event? No, but the dress was getting wool.
So makeup team and the stylist for Eva is getting a citation this week.
Absolutely. Because I was very upset about her. I'm like, what are we doing?
And I think Kat taking her out of there was less about Eva and more about Martin's reputation. But let me move Eva out of the way.
In that
instance, that's what it was.
In that instance, Kat made the appropriate call.
She did. Yeah. She did. Because Eva didn't have
I don't think she was trying to be nasty at all.
She wasn't trying to be nasty. She was like, you know what? I'm not going to let you inadvertently mess this up for my brother like you and your mother tend to do all the time. So I'm going to make sure you get out of the way because I recognize what this person is trying to do and you don't. And I think Eva finally got hip to, wait a minute, she tried to bait me into something, but she was trying to feel her way through. And so I think she went off on Kat for not allowing her to try to
handle it herself. But
that's not that is not the time or the place to figure it out.
No, it's not. I think Kat was appropriate in moving her away with what she did. But it was a foreshadow and a save of the whole night of it being another type
he was saving all night.
So I think that they did a very good job in the storytelling as to how this goes down. Now, Martin takes the stage. And Victor has given his arousing, wonderful speech. Martin gets up and says, thank you to everybody for coming tonight. I appreciate it. My husband's in the house. My family's here. Thank y'all for coming. And then Shonda says, hey.
I know, but it went off on their phones. So I'm like, why didn't it go off on everybody's phone?
I don't know, but she came and said, hey, y'all, it's a tornado. But my thing is this. This is the problem I have. I got several problems. But one of them is y'all were getting weather alerts all day. Y'all's weather system and y'all's tornado warning thing don't work in Fairmont Crest in Barrington County because
apparently not.
They don't tell y'all have a tornado until it's on top of you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one problem because y'all had weather points. Y'all said a storm, but y'all didn't say tornado warning in the storm because I think tornado warning should have been part of the weather alerts. That's number one. Number two. What kind of helicopter, bat car, whatever Victor Newman got that literally got back to Genoa City and out of the way before the tornado touched down?
In 2 minutes when the
the Avengers picked Victor Newman up. He's
on for real.
Victor walked out the door, the ballroom door, mind you. Martin got up here and said, thank you. And then they said, it's a tornado watch. All hell broke loose. And then Victor was going nowhere to be
back
found.
In Genoa City.
Did you try to tell me was the helicopter waiting on the lawn outside?
They're doing too much.
And if that's the case, and if it came down that quick, there's no way his helicopter missed the storm because the storm was right there.
The plot armor was over Victor Newman this entire thing.
So are you saying that his car came, and if you want to say the car came and whisked him away as the tornado touched down, I will buy that. But for the fact that he was already back when they said, where's Victor? Oh, he already in Genoa City, done called back. What?
Listen,
I know. He done called the National Guard and everybody, though, for him to be back. He did that in the car.
Girl, Jesus was the pilot of that helicopter.
Jesus took the wheel.
He sure did. That's the only way.
Literally. There's no way. Victor,
no way.
If anywhere, if Victor should have been anywhere,
back in Genoa City.
I mean, if they would have cut the scene if they cut the scene of Martin basically at the beginning of his speech and maybe towards the end, give him 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But they went, they went too quick. It was like boom, boom, boom.
Boom. So
like,
if anywhere, Victor should have at least just been. Victor just pulled up to the airport. He missed it. He's getting ready to go. That's how that should have went. Not Victor is
Victor
back.
said, God bless the angel of
Now, so I didn't do this earlier, but somebody do a Google search and tell me the distance between
Genoa City
and Genoa City.
Hold on. I'm about to find out.
I need to know.
I'm about to ask Jerome.
Yes. What is the distance between the two? And how long is a flight from Genoa City to the DMV? And let's say they touch down at Ronald Reagan Airport, because most people from the DMV, they go to Ronald Reagan. I know we usually fly at Ronald Reagan. So Ronald Reagan to Genoa City, Wisconsin. Just for giggles, just to see. And why Keisha's
it's still gonna be more than 2 minutes.
I understand, but I just need to know, just for fact check. We fact check in real time on this show.
Oh my God.
And we got to fact check and see if this was possible. But as Martin Gold said, okay, y'all, listen, go to the exits. Marvella said it's 768 miles. So by plane, that is what?
Give or take an hour, 2 hours, maybe.
It's a 45-minute. It's a 45-minute flight.
Okay.
Wait a second. So Genoa City is 45 minutes from the real life Genoa City, based on nonstop flights range from 1 hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours and 11 minutes.
Okay. And normally, if there is a weather situation in the area, they do what they call an IROP, and they ground all the planes. So nobody's taking off.
I was
in
wondering
the weather.
He wasn't getting there in less than 2 hours, is what this is saying. And that's in normal circumstances.
Basically. Okay. All right. So just so that I am aware. I'm okay. All right. So let's keep this moving. Martin says, y'all keep going and all hell breaks loose. Now, I'm going to let y'all decide who we want to focus on first.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's focus. Let's go here. Let's go here.
Let's start with Haley.
Well, I was there, but my hand was on here. Vernon and Anita
scooped over old man.
And she said, scoot over, old man. Let me.
You know what, though? And I know we've let this go, but I'm starting to feel more and more like they putting her in these scenes with Vernon.
Because that's her daddy.
I know. That's what I don't want to believe. I still don't want to believe it, but she ended up more and more in these fatherly moments.
I'm trying to tell you. Listen, y'all heard it here first. What did I say? Watch this podcast.
Child. What's
I don't
today?
want that one to be true.
June 12th.
I can't handle that. If that's the truth. I
It's
can't handle the truth if that's the truth. I just can't.
So June 12th. June 12th. We calling it. June 12th, 2026, Friday at 8:38 Central Standard Time. Leslie Thomas is the daughter of Barbara Mitchell and Vernon Dupree.
Look, y'all didn't listen to us when we told y'all that Heather was the impaler.
Y'all trying to say Tyrell was the impaler. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, y'all done tried to make Kyle the impaler. Y'all tried to make Carlton the impaler. Y'all tried to make Isaiah the impaler. We done told y'all months ago that Heather was the impaler.
All right, Marvella, I'm going to give you a brief 30-second recap. Vernon is Dana's daddy because he had a tryst with Barbara back in the day. And because of the way that Anita has been standing 10 toes down, that Leslie will never be a Dupree. She went out of her way to push all of that in her face.
That's just gonna be, that would mess up that whole marriage. I can't.
And now that she's gotten the money, she's behind the gates. You see that they are more fatherly towards her, more accepting, more softening around the edges. It is going to happen. just like something else, but we'll get to that at the end of the show.
Robert Curry agrees with you, I guess. Yeah.
You will never you'll never be a Dupree. And you're gonna find out that Leslie, Miss Anita, is more of a Dupree than you are, because she's a Dupree blood.
We don't have to talk about something else. We can just let that go.
And also,
we're not going to speak about that into existence no more.
The other thing that you can probably get a hint at is that Anita has been saying that Vernon is the perfect husband, perfect father, and has never strayed. Generally, whenever one character, kind of like with Nicole,
because that's what they were doing with Nicole. I was just getting
on that pedestal.
So when they get put on a pedestal, they are about to be they'll be brought down to earth.
Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. But
I hate it, and I feel bad because he's playing it off way too well, because he didn't see what Barbara looked like now. Now he know who Barbara really is, and he had a chance to come clean.
He had more than a chance to come clean. But all right, let's stay in the ballroom for a second and let's go here. So now we got these two. They just kind of windswept away. It's been, they doing their thing.
Joey said he is a hero. Put some respect on his name.
Well, we'll do that later. He ain't a hero right now. He just
I said that too, though. I was like, I was here for Joey today. I'm like, y'all can't let Joey be a hero for a minute.
Now here is Joey's hero moment. Y'all all gonna sit there and watch the chandelier disconnect.
Literally.
Ain't nobody gonna tell the child to move. Ain't nobody gonna tell her to move.
She's like on her phone, and the phone, y'all, nobody got a signal. So what you doing?
You ready?
Just looking around La La Land.
They just gonna stand there and let me see it. The boat shake. Okay, it's shimmying. Okay, it's shaking. Okay, now it's about to fall. Who's under there? Oh, Abby, move out the way.
And it's literally play by play like that.
Literally.
It was definitely enough time for somebody to warn the child.
Joey got up, pushes her out the way. Her own daddy didn't move, but Joey. Joey.
No, that's his niece.
His niece. His niece, whatever. The family members, the blood members didn't move, but Joey did.
You see Jared's thing about because I was wondering that too. Jared is like, did he met her when she became famous? So did he meet Barbara before that? It's like the timeline of the meetings, but still, she's right. Is about. He hadn't come clean. If he knows what Barbara looked like in the first place, he still could have came and told Anita something.
Yeah, he has had ample opportunity.
He's had ample opportunity because
just like Nicole and Ted, and it's the whole thing all over again. If that's the case,
because Leslie is old enough to have happened back then when it happened,
because she's the same age as Nicole,
and they did not.
I would think I hope she's older. I hope she ain't step out on her while they was married.
See, that's a whole nother thing.
No,
that's a whole nother.
We need to know how old Leslie and how old is Nicole.
Whole nother can of worms.
That is ugly.
See, Dante Green is a possibility, but as for the sake of the show,
for soap purposes, it's Vernon.
Nobody cares about.
They still haven't cast, but we haven't cast Dante yet.
Yeah, we don't even remember his name.
Is he really dead?
He's a non-factor.
Is he really dead?
I think Dante dead, and if he is, he old as dirt, and who cares? He brings no drama to the show, none whatsoever.
Not really don't.
Not yet. We don't know yet.
He is a non-factor. What is he gonna do? What is Dante gonna do?
What is that old man gonna do? He gonna be in there his walker doing what?
Doing what? To say I never signed away to articulate.
He would come with some paper talking about, no, y'all signed y'all rights to me a long time ago.
No. That's the only way he can matter at this point. No, Dante is a non-factor. Let him man rest in peace. Keisha, you wanted to talk about Haley.
I ain't want to talk about her, but I think it might as well. I'd rather talk about her than her husband.
Well, we're gonna get.
I'm like, they had Haley's girls covered up this time. They were still popular, but they were.
I didn't like Haley's dress either.
I did like the dress.
I didn't like
liked her dress better than Eva's.
Yeah, I like hers better than Eva. I like that one. It's where with the metallic. Is everybody's with the metallic here?
Yeah, I didn't like it. But of course, she got in there in the closet as things would progress, and they ended up in the closet. He pulled her in, and Haley did what Haley does.
Of course.
Come on, let me get somebody.
You know what? Why don't y'all just take her to Genoa City? We don't want her no more.
I wouldn't be surprised at a crossover for at least Haley.
But how's she gonna play that out? She just gonna leave Bill and go marry Kyle? Yeah. And just worry about the money later.
I think she set Kyle up as the next Mark. This is for after I unalive Bill. I need somebody to enjoy.
Yeah, she's trying to set her escape plan.
Yes, going. This is Kyle is plan B. It's let me put the next part of the thing in motion. So when I'm a widow, I can lay up with Kyle.
I got somebody to play with.
I got somebody to play with. So everything is going, crazy. Everybody's all over the place. And let's just go on. I don't want to, but let's just go on.
Oh, I don't want to see that scene. I really don't.
Can you not show the scene? We can talk about it, but I don't want to see it.
No. Can we just talk about it without I don't want to see it.
Just leave
it on that. Leave it right there for the whole time. Yes.
I don't have the other things y'all talking about. I don't have it. Just calm down.
Oh, good. So right here, that's it. Okay, I can.
No, this is not it. This is not it. But I don't have the tryst.
All sympathy I had for Danny from last week's backstory went out the damn window.
I agree.
I have one question, and I have a question for my fellow hosts, and y'all let me know if y'all don't want to do this. That's fine. Can we just go ahead and move to eliminate Danny from the gates this week?
We already, yeah.
Oh yeah, she was already one of the top contenders for a move.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure we was on one accord.
All hell broke loose. And now we are finding bodies we found in people. And lo and behold, under some of the rubble, first one we find is Andre. And Lord have mercy, did I cry or did I cry that our dear Andre was the one that was hurt?
Yep. I was like, oh no, is he okay? Wake up.
All he was worried about was his wife.
His wife.
He's a good man, Savannah.
I can't really tell which graphic this is. Oh, this is that's Anastasia. That's Anastasia. So Andre is hurt in the leg. He worried about where's my wife. Now, what struck me at the beginning of this is the tale of two relationships.
You need a better woman.
Andre is saying, where's Danny? Where's my wife? Danny is in the in the elevator, and all she said was, I got to get to my babies. She never once mentioned, where's Andre? Or I need to get to my husband. And I think if she had uttered those words, it would have popped in her head. Oh, I got a husband. Let me leave this alone.
Well, she said, I got to get back to my family. Everyone I love is in there.
No, she didn't say family. She said my baby. She did say that. And
she did say family.
The very first thing that she did
say was everybody I love is in there. But she said, I have to get to my baby. She never once singly mentioned Andre at all.
Oh no, she didn't singly mention Andre. She didn't.
But Andre had Danny's name in his mouth all night long.
Let the record reflect. I hope she feels like the dirt she walking on after he gave
feels like dirt.
Oh, she do. You saw the walk of shame or the door open for the two harlots as they just walked in. She said, "You go left, I go right."
Yeah,
which was stupid in itself because there's nothing wrong with saying we got trapped in the elevator together. Because what you did was exactly what you did is reveal your guilt. Because just like Haley said, you talking about you was in the stairwell, ain't a spot on you. Just say we was in the elevator together. That's not admitting
That's the thing with Bill. He don't know how to lie. The whole thing that came to my head when Bill was being interrogated by Haley is Medea saying you are just lie and That's all you is. There's a lie. You can't even lie. But this is the thing though. Bill is used to being the person who's doing the cheating. He can't, at least with someone that he knew that he can come back to whenever he does it. Haley, she ain't gonna be able to sit there and take that because he knows that either she's not either. She's gonna sit there and divorce him and take it for everything he got. And he already took a good chunk of that divorce money from Danny.
Now here's the issue that I have. I got several, but in this elevator, so them there, Danny was doing a really, really good job in the beginning of avoiding the situation. No, Bill, whatever. It wasn't until Bill let out of his slick snake mouth, you are just as turned on as I am right now.
Yeah.
He being like, typical Bill.
A tornado.
But that's typical Bill.
Bill said, she said, no, help me get it. What position you need to get in? He talking about what? Side saddle, straddle, which one you want?
Yeah. I'm like, oh no, he didn't.
She should have kicked him right in his mouth.
That did it. When she fell, and then he was saying, I should have never let me
go
talk
up
you
there.
Into getting up there, and you could have gotten hurt, Danny. He showed everything about how he, I ain't gonna say how he felt. We already knew he's regretting doing what he did. But he snaked her into it, and then they looked at each other in this fit of passion. And I'm like,
yeah,
no!
Stop.
And nowhere in that whole scene did she think, wait, stop, I got a husband. I don't care about Haley, but
no, because that leg was hoisted. And once that leg is hoisted up around the waist, you in there.
No draws
at all.
Then you helping it, and then y'all got the nerve to look at each other horrified. It reminded me of Soul Food, when Miles was in there with cousin what's her name?
Oh God.
Faith.
Oh, cousin Faith.
Yep.
They in there going to town, and then all of a sudden you're gonna sit and look guilty and sad, like, oh, what did we just do? You knew what you was doing.
You know what? F the family. You know what? I let the family in the house. You know what? The family F my husband.
Exactly. F the family. Y'all did that.
I'm like,
and for the record, I'm Nia Long in that situation because I'm gonna sit there and just look all disgusted and appalled and still getting the tea.
I'm so upset. I'm very.
The reason I said no draws, Novella, because she threw a leg up and it was on. I didn't see him take no underwear down. I didn't see him pull none to the side.
Well, this is a daytime show.
And when she was on top of him, she just stood up and then he pulled his pants up. So that's why I deduced she ain't have on.
Did he actually pull him up or did he just fix his shirt?
She was helping him adjust his belt because his belt was undone.
I am disgusted and appalled.
I was hoping that they just messed around a little bit and kissed, and that's it, and not go all that way. But the mortified look on both of their face, her face after the fact, I said, "Really, Danny?"
Telling you, once that leg is
I was literally in prayer that this was a fantasy sequence.
What?
Yeah,
okay,
I was too. I was praying it was. I really was.
Now, any other time, y'all gonna give us all the dream sequence we want, but now you don't.
Yeah.
You went there, and I was like, "Oh my God!" And then when the elevator, and I just knew when she took her hands and pressed, Keisha, put your phone. When she took her hand and pressed all of the buttons on that elevator, I just knew because they knew the power came back on, and they still kept doing it.
Listen, I wanted that elevator door to open, and then everybody see what they were. Either on
but that would at least stop them before they got to the next part. I was thinking that too.
Ciao.
Can you
if the doors would have opened like you said, I was like, okay, the doors are gonna open and everybody's good, and then they're gonna stop. They're gonna get it, and I'm like, please open. Because they hadn't gotten down to the floor yet.
They had the nerve to take it to the floor, and she had the nerve to be on top of him, which means she was riding And what you gonna do when that door open and you on top of Bill? Ain't no way for you to explain that away. And then once thing dawned on you that Andre was looking for you.
Okay.
Not saying she should have been worried about her kids, but she get up worried about her kids. She didn't even say where Andre at. They said, "Oh,
she
look,
was in heat.
Here's Andre." And then she goes, "Oh snap! I got a husband, and his name is Andre, and he's hurt."
Nope, I was thinking that. I said,
let the record reflect.
She better not end up pregnant.
Let the record reflect once again. Them ain't no damn kids. They grown women.
And I was thinking the same thing about her being pregnant, like, and then now we get us a Richardson baby, but it ain't really a Richardson baby; it's another Hamilton baby.
Listen, I will stop watching Beyond the Gate.
I'm screaming.
Now that right there will make me mad.
I can't take that. Yeah,
and
that will be too much.
Because if you put this one back together and you put Nicole and Ted back together, I have an issue. I can't.
Because this is the thing. If Danny ended up getting another girl, I don't think Bill will say anything. But if Danny does get pregnant and Andre convinces Danny to keep it, and if they find out the sex of the baby is a boy, Bill gonna sit there and is gonna sit there and take that gamble with Haley and say, no, that's actually my child.
Yeah.
And then they both gonna say, they're gonna leave the elevator and say, don't utter a word, as if he can't stop looking at her. She guilty, but he was staring at her the whole time. And Haley even noticed how Bill couldn't keep his eyes off Danny.
Mm-hmm.
So that just, girl.
At some point, Haley, you got to choose yourself at some point. I'm sorry. Choose yourself, child.
She is. That's why she's trying to kill him.
I know, but even then, I can't say some sensible woman, because some women will just stay in the marriage just for the benefits. But in most women, like Ursula, you gonna sit there and let your husband literally talk about it, sit there and dream about his ex day in and day out, and let the name slip? See, don't look at me like that.
She ain't having it. She ain't.
Look, wait. Let me just look.
Child. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it right there.
Absolutely not. Listen, my husband has an ex, and he will say her or my ex. He won't even utter the name.
Come on.
She who shall remain nameless.
The son said, I wish the man would. Please test me, please.
I say the name more than he say the name. Because when he say my ex, I'll say the name, and he said my ex.
He probably ain't going back.
He's scared to let the name roll off his lips. So damn that talking about all of what? No. Damn that. No. So let's go. Let's leave this for a second. Let's go back into the ballroom. Martin is under the tree.
See, this, in terms of that scene, this is the thing that gets me. Nicole pissed me off, or she was annoying the hell out of me. Because you sitting here acting like you of another persuasion and not remaining calm. You mean to tell... that's the thing that Nicole... I just wanted to slap her one good time.
Well, and on the flip side of that, I was giving her kudos for the way she cussed Leslie out on that walkie-talkie.
Yeah, I will give her that.
She said, sit your ass
down.
Listen,
you worried about your kid, but we worried about ours too. Sit down somewhere.
Yeah. Listen, that was built up. That was everything built up within the last year and a couple of months.
Yes. It was.
Yes.
Since she tried to strangle her that one good time. Yep, that was the rest of that.
Mm-hmm.
All of
my
that.
goodness.
It was sit down. Can't you see we are in a crisis right now?
He said, give the phone to an adult.
Yes, it is. And give the phone, to an adult.
Said, ain't nobody got time for your foolishness right now.
Marvella, I don't have no kids, and I'm happy about it.
He can
side note, I'm leaving my mother-in-law's house, and she hears on here. She said, "I don't care what nobody say. I want Bill and Danny together." I just don't understand. I need somebody.
You may get your wish.
Listen, y'all was talking about a debate about Kat and Eva. I need somebody to come on and plead the case for me and help me understand how you can want her to be with him after all we know. Help me understand that.
I can't.
This is what I think is going to happen. I think Danny is going to be so riddled with guilt. She's going to tell.
She's going to tell it. She's going to tell it.
And I think Andre is going to be so forgiving and loving. He's going to be hurt, but he's going to forgive her. And
I don't think so.
I
don't think so.
I think he's going to forgive her because of the nature of their relationship.
Because of what he said. The first thing out of his mouth is, Danny, I love you so much and couldn't think the thought of me being without you. No, you don't understand how much I love you. I actually cried right there because my heart was broken for Andre.
I don't think he's going to be that forgiving.
I don't think so. The way that Andre values family, the way Andre know he don't have no family, I think he's going to be mad. He's going to take it to Bill, but I think he's going to forgive Danny.
I think he's going to forgive her.
Just that much. And he's going to understand that it was a hostile situation, that it was a high pressure situation. They got carried away with whatever it was, and that they never really had closure because all of a sudden they was happy. Then one day it was hell in the bed.
But remember, he had that kiss though. He had the kiss, but that was with Danny when Ashley walked in. Remember back in the studio?
Yes.
And then she left. So no, but he hasn't kissed Ashley since, and basically back down.
I don't think it has anything to do with Ashley. It's just about
I'm just saying, trying to think of like the passion of it, and so it's like he stopped himself. He basically hadn't let himself go there after he sat with her. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm wondering if he's gonna actually forgive her as well.
Because he told Ted, it doesn't bother me that Bill has a 10% of her heart, that I have this and this and that, and I know what that is. And I think this high pressure situation and being like that, she can blame it all on Bill, and he's gonna blame it all on Bill. But I think that he is not gonna go to Ashley. He don't love Ashley. He declares,
not.
He opened his heart and broke down, declared love for Danny. He ain't just gonna turn around.
He don't love Ashley.
He don't love Ashley. He don't want no parts of Ashley. And the whole time he talking to Ashley, did you find Danny? Have you found Danny?
Mm-hmm. Yep, he was basically all about Danny.
I need to find my wife.
I think that she's gonna be so riddled with guilt. She's gonna tell him. He gonna be mad. Now he ain't gonna say, "Oh, I forgive you" right away. But Andre is not gonna walk away from this marriage, especially if Danny has the remorse enough to tell him what happened.
Now what's gonna be messed up is if he goes to console with Ashley in his hurt, because she gonna play it up.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna play it up. Well, she lied to you, and then I'm gonna fight her.
I don't even think it's gonna get that.
Then I'm gonna whoop her tail. Mind your business.
That's what I'm seeing gonna play out.
I don't think it's gonna get that far. I pray not. Anyway.
Because they want, for some reason, they want so bad for him and Ashley to have this thing. I could see them going there.
Yeah, because they keep bringing it back to that.
Well, I mean, like you said, though, we don't even see an inkling of him caring about Ashley like that right now.
No.
But it's one of those things where once Danny, if he does tell Andre what happened,
I think he's going to forgive her.
He's going to forgive her. It's going to be tense, and he's going to try to fight Bill. It's going to be a horrible situation, but he's going to forgive her, and Danny is going to feel like crap for months. And she's going to be overly apologetic.
And she should.
Go to Toyota. Let's go to Tokyo. All of the things that you're trying to do. But what's going to happen is he's going to be heartbroken, and he's going to say, after all the things I have done to show you how much I love you, all the things I do to go out of my way, everything I've done to be everything to you and fall head over heels in love with you, and you do this to me? And she felt that when he was confessing that today. And I said, every bit of anguish you feel right now, you deserve it times 100. Because you could see it in her face, in her eyes, like, oh my God, what did I just do?
At this point, trash people deserve trash people, and that is Bill and Danny.
I'm just so I have never been so disappointed in somebody in a show. And I cried real tears. And I said to myself, you are really starting to feel about these people on this freaking show, because this is a soap opera, but you sitting up here crying tears like this is your family and screaming at the TV. I said, they got us hooked. They got us good.
Yeah, and when he professed his love to her, I about lost it myself. I ain't lying.
I was streaming real tears, cheeks wet. I said, Andre, you didn't deserve none of that.
At all.
I was just so hurt.
Heartbroken.
Yes, really. I was just speechless. I was like, I cannot believe this is happening.
If they would have kissed in a moment of passion, I would have said, okay. But to go all the way as reckless as they did, with no regard for anybody, and those elevator doors showing up.
Oh.
All right.
Let's see how the writers take this one.
Yeah.
Moving on. I will say this. Y'all are giving us the soap said that we wanted, the soap that we demanded. Y'all are making up for all of those weeks when we said, oh, it was a lame week. Oh, it's slow. Y'all more than made up for it. Y'all did your big one on this one.
Yeah.
So kudos to the team, the writers, the everybody. Y'all did your big one on this one. This Y&R crossover that hundreds of people said they did not want gave us every single thing we needed. So
I'm here
I
for
don't
it.
understand why people didn't want it.
They just thought it was good. I don't know why. I really don't know why people was hating on the crossover.
I think it's gonna mess with the chemistry and the overall storyline. I think that's why people wasn't necessarily here for it. Especially if I guess it was more so they didn't know how they would be able to execute it. And the initial thought of not knowing how to execute it is why they were initially against it.
No, I think they did well. They left that Kyle and Haley kind of, in the wind.
I have no notes.
But they didn't do Kyle and Haley for no reason. They don't do nothing on accident now.
That's what I'm saying.
They left Link, or well, they left kind of bridges with Joey and Jack. And they got a couple of bridges. They got
they got a couple things.
Joey and Jack.
Haley and Kyle.
And then the bags with
Chelsea and Abby.
Yeah.
And they invited Martin and Smitty to come bring the kids so they could show them around Genoa City.
Yep.
And then you still got what's his name with Anita doing the whole, because that's where it started.
Yeah,
really.
doing the incorporating
concert.
Barbara's vocals.
Okay, so let's talk injuries.
Okay.
So we're looking for Martin. Nobody can find Martin, and come to find out, Martin is under the tree. They get the tree off. He's there. They holler, scream, they cry, they do whatever they're gonna do. Martin miraculously wakes up, starts walking around, being a congressman again. I'm fine. I just got hit by a tree, but I'm okay.
I got hit by a tree, but I'm okay.
I don't need to go to the hospital. Everything is fine. And then boom.
Bam.
How anybody who calls themselves a medical professional, I don't care how good.
Let him stand up and walk. Yeah.
You were under a tree, dude. A whole tree, not a branch.
He needed to be with the ambulance. Tree. That's why I was like, I don't understand how they left him there and didn't take him to the hospital.
A whole ambulance. I mean, a whole tree.
Him and Andre both needed to be in an ambulance because that was not a small gash. I mean, like she said, it was a gash, not a cut, not a little scratch.
Right. All that stuff from that debris is in there. You're gonna end up with no leg from gangrene.
Yeah. He was impaled by
go.
something. He needed to go, and so did Martin. I don't understand what were these firemen doing, and what was Ashley and doing? Didn't send him. They're triage. Y'all supposed to send them. Go.
Well, in their defense, the ambulance hadn't gotten there yet, but they still should have never let Martin get up and resume as normal. He should, and Ted to even leave Martin.
Well, Ted wasn't there. Remember, with Eva.
I understand, but what I'm saying is for even Ted to even leave. Okay, yeah, I understand you want to look for Eva, but you just pulled a tree off your son. You are the physician in the room. Why are you leaving your son?
That he went to the hospital.
The ambulance wasn't there yet, he should have. Yeah, but for them to say, okay, just take it easy. What you mean, take it easy? But anyway,
because Martin said, I feel like a tree fell on me.
Well, hold up. Now, you done said something about Ted taking Eva, because if we talking injuries, can we please talk about that very graphic, gory, horror movie scene?
We're going there. Just why I say, if everybody just hold on. That's why they talk about
that. Was terrible special effects.
Oh, I mean, the blood, coming out. That was, she looked like Vampire in Brooklyn. Just like, what is going on here?
Now, I know y'all got better money than this to do the special effects.
Okay, so let's just talk about it first. Donald and I were talking off air beforehand about he thinks that, I'm not going to say he blames Kat, but he said Kat should have paid more attention instead of just going off. And I said, I think Kat is being Kat until she realized something is actually wrong. And then she did what I think she should have done. Donald just thinks, am I right in saying that
you are correct?
Acted sooner.
Because Eva was down the entire time. It's one of those things where you know that Eva isn't going to talk mess to you from sitting on the ground. She's going to be in your face. The fact that Eva was down on the ground for that extended period of time, and then even with the whole thing collapsing on the top of him, we don't know how that whole thing played out. Only thing we saw was the thing fall on top of somebody or both. But with Eva being down that long and she's telling you something's not right, I don't feel well. And for me, it's the negligence of Kat that I think makes me more irritated than anything.
Yeah, that's what did it for me. I was like, okay, you're sitting there. I'm like, the girl is saying, I don't feel well. You're not even concerned. And I guess I get it because she's being Kat and it's being Eva. But at the same time, I was pissed at her for not paying attention to her surroundings and the people that were in her surroundings during this situation. It's like,
I don't think that it was necessarily negligent so much as you got to think about, we're watching from a viewer standpoint. She's in the moment. She was in a panic. She's sitting up here screaming, hooping, hollering. She wasn't paying that child no attention. She probably ain't even hear her say something don't feel right.
I'm like, after a while of hollering,
when you're in a tragic situation, you sometimes you focus on whatever instead of what you need to be focusing on. I don't think it was an intentional negligence. I don't think she was just like, oh, well, F you.
But it's like you needed to think about what's happening. I mean, like Donald said, she was on the floor for how long? She's usually back at you and just coming at you, and she's not saying anything. Did that not? Yeah, just didn't click.
Okay, so let's just think about trauma for a second, and everybody's trauma response is not the same.
But that's what I'm saying. I agree with Ursula. That's
everybody's trauma response is not the same. But what I will say, and like I told Donald, once Kat really realized what was going on, she was there to be like, okay, let me try to assist. Oh my God, not dismiss her. Now I would blame Kat if Kat said, oh well, die bitch. We got a whole nother situation, but that was not the case.
Like her response when she realized what was going on said that was definitely not what she wanted. And she started to show that she actually might give an inkling of the fact that that's her sister.
Well, based upon next week's previews,
she don't.
Well, and that's what I was gonna say. We're talking about at the end of the show. Y'all stop jumping
watch
ahead.
The preview.
We'll get that. That'll be the last note we go off on. Okay. We'll actually talk about that in final thoughts, and we'll have individuals. We'll talk about that. Okay. So, Kat, the way that she, when they opened the door, y'all get in here, help her, the way she was, hurry up, get the door, Isaiah, somebody, she, you know, she did what she needed to do, because she could have got herself out and left Eva in there if she wanted to be evil. She did not. And I love the fact that Leslie said to Jacob, listen, first of all, wait a minute, let's back up. How Jacob got there, all the things down, the power lines down, Elon sitting his ass in the station, and Jacob drive up there to, okay, I'm here. Well, be careful, son. Why you ain't going with him?
Jacob had the power of Victor Newman with him.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And then walked up in there like, okay, I'm here now. What's up? Yeah. Jacob, I got here as soon as I could. Like, everybody else can't get out, but you got in with no problem. But that's neither here nor there. I love that Leslie said to Jacob, I know you don't like me, you don't like my daughter, but I want you to remember the fact that your brother loves my daughter, and I want you to treat her as if you would anybody else, and do not treat her as an afterthought. And I think with her saying and pleading with him, that made Jacob say, you know what? Okay, let me figure out what I can get. And the fact that he was like, okay, he did what his, you know, get the door open, let's get to Eva and let's get her out of there. Because I think had Leslie not said that, he would not have been pressed to try and help and find her in the way that he did.
I think Isaiah
am I wrong for secretly desiring that something happened to at least one of Danny's kids?
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm talking about at least for writing purposes. Because at this point, I want Jacob to feel. I want something to shift Jacob's focus off of the Impaler. So I think
you're right. And you know what? That would have been a good way, especially if it had been Naomi. A good way for something to have come out about her medical records.
Mm-hmm. So I think that they, not saying that what the writers did with this whole tornado arc isn't phenomenal as it is. I'm just thinking now, like, in terms of how everyone, like, one of everybody basically got injured. Because with Andre, you could say it was Danny, but in terms of Danny and Naomi and Chelsea, I think I would have liked for Naomi to have been injured in some kind of way, not fatally, of course, but something enough to
bump upside the head.
Yeah, to where Jacob would have snapped out of it, to where it's like, okay, let me focus on my wife. The Impaler's gonna have to wait. Or it would have shown that Jacob.
And I second that, Donald. I second that, because that would have been another blow to Danny to know that God is not happy with you right now.
Oh,
yes.
No.
While you're over here hunching.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Like Anita told Leslie that God doesn't work like that. That's what she said. Anita said that to Leslie. God don't work like that. Yeah.
Well, the universe is not pleased with you.
Well, two things that
I am the universe,
and David has mentioned one of them. One thing, you're in the middle of a tornado, a disaster area, and everybody walking around with their clutch purse and their phone in their hand as if they still at the club. You ain't found no way to put your purse down so you can have both your hands free?
No, my deal is you have your flashlight on as if you ain't got no place to charge your phone.
I know.
Everybody's still holding on with their. I was like, y'all can't put them bags down for a second. Y'all walking around with these clutches and phones. Mm-hmm. That irritated me. And then David said,
"Girl, they were trying to get robbed out there."
Hey, who's thinking about robbing somebody? You're thinking about survival. David says Fairmont Crest needs better emergency services. How is it that Vernon was the only one that could go get the plans?
Listen,
could go find the flashlights.
Vernon was the only one to flip the breaker.
To flip the breaker, to get the emergency lights on. Where was the rest of the staff from Fairmont
Crest? That's what I'm saying. Y'all ain't got no workers to flip the breaker.
They might have been under the tree.
Like y'all don't do emergency. Y'all don't do emergency drills in the case of natural disasters. What's happened?
They missed the last.
I just don't understand how nobody else flipped the breaker.
But how is it that Shonda could get to Vernon and get the whole plans for the building, and they still talking about they can't find people? Y'all made it to the office to get the building plans. The plans. The draft plans.
Well, who was the people that are supposed to be in the office?
That's what I'm saying. Where's
the manager? Where's the manager of the building?
Where's the maintenance staff? Where's the managers? Where's the rest of the wait staff? Where's security? Where's the people that's supposed to know how to stuff to get to the building? Why is burning?
Absolutely no damn where.
Why is burning
They're in the middle of the car, baby.
Vernon's old behind is the one that saves the day for the most part. Why?
Really? Well, one could argue that his dad built the country club and he probably kept up with the updates and the renovations of the club, so he's probably the one that knows the club the best. That could be an argument.
That argument is terrible.
Keisha.
Listen.
Even
if he does, I'm sorry, Angela, even if he does know the club best, where are the maintenance people, the staff, and the people that say, you know what, back there and down that hallway is where the breaker is, go flip it.
But why you flip it off and then flip the big switch on? I'm still confused by how we did what we did. Because didn't he flip it off? I'm like, usually you flip it off, flip it back on, then you might do the big thing.
Want to know what kind of breaker flip I want from a tornado?
Yeah. This I'm like, what did you do?
No overloaded outlet. This is a tornado.
Yeah.
Vernon is the star of the show. Unfortunately, that's the only answer.
Sonya.
They flipped the breaker like somebody had too much going on one outlet.
And he got the emergency lights on, but...
And it took how long, though? I mean, you couldn't have done that earlier.
Exactly. They do have they're supposed to have emergency drills. They're supposed to know what was happening. And the thing is, I could accept if all the emergency workers was under trees and they all got hurt and nobody could do nothing. Then I'm like, okay, burning to the rescue.
All of them?
Everybody? This was a major fundraiser. Where was the Secret Service? Where the security that wanted them have?
The number one word out of Ursula's mouth tonight is where.
Well, there's another one. Wait, there's one more. There's one more. So after Abby basically got almost killed by the daggone thing, why did Shanice say, I'm gonna go get you some pain medicine? Where you getting pain medicine?
From where?
Right. From where? Where you getting pain medicine? You got some Tylenol out of somebody's purse? That's where the clutches come in, the Tylenol. And you're gonna get pain medicine from somebody's purse that basically got a bunch of stash. That's what it is. I appreciate
Ashley and Shanice doing their nurse thing.
Yes,
but all they had was a flashlight and put in people's
where the gloves
eyes.
come from? They had gloves.
Okay, but they said they found one. They said they found a first aid kit, but that first aid kit ain't go but so
Usually
far. So what was they doing?
3-4 pairs of gloves. Yeah.
What was they doing? Tying tablecloths around people and shining lights in their eyes. That's all that Ashley and they did.
Yeah. Well, they do have big ones because I bought a big one for the apocalypse for myself and my family. So look on Amazon, they're on sale.
A big first aid kit and a first aid kit to service all them people is two different things.
Yeah, that's true.
David said
it still ain't gonna come with that many gloves.
Club staff with him when he left. That's what David said. They all went with Victor. But where is Martin's Secret Service? Where's his security? Where is the club security? Where are the maintenance people? Where are the cooks from the kitchen? They had dinner that night. Where are the bartenders? Where are the people at?
With Victor Newman.
They went with Victor. Everybody left with Victor.
They hopped on that helicopter.
They said Victor called and he already in Genoa City. I said that's a lie. He could have at least just been at the airport. But God damn it, how he made it all the way back to Genoa City.
That plot.
That's like that one from AT&T that told you Poppy and Banks is going back to Hawaii.
To Florida, he left me. He was in Florida. Come on, he went to Florida.
I was like, okay, no, he gone. I'm like, okay.
Okay, so behind the gate, beyond the gates, y'all did your big one. We appreciate y'all giving us something to talk about. There's a bunch of flaws in your story.
Yeah, the continuity, as Miss Mendez says.
There's one thing y'all could have kept.
What? Oh,
Danny and Bill
could have kept that whole damn elevator scene.
Yeah, they could have taken that away.
When we asked for drama, that's not what we asked for. Maybe y'all missed the memo. We've been telling y'all for a year. That is not what we wanted, and y'all ain't listening.
I knew something like that was going to happen when they showed the cast reactions to reading the script, and Danny was looking like, oh boy, and Andre got mad and threw his script down. I said,
did he? Where was that? Oh, I didn't see it.
It was like a little. It's
like a little reel
on media,
and I put it in the group. You have to go back and look at it. But they were going through to see everybody's reaction to reading what was supposed to happen, and then they were all like, "Oh crap! Oh this and that," and Andre just took it and just.
Oh my goodness!
So I said, "Oh, Danny gonna end up with Bill or something like that." If Andre has that reaction, that's what's gonna happen, and they did it. I hate that they did it. It's good soap, but I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like
I was here for everything else they did but that. And I saw a lot of people online, they have the same sentiment as we do as why they can't let Danny and Andre be happy and grow old together like Vernon and Anita. Why they can't let them have their thing. Why you got to do this. But then somebody else said, and a lot of people say, that Andre, Bill, and Danny are the Victor and Nikki of the show.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I agree with that one.
And I don't like
Victor never did to Nikki what Bill did to Danny.
Oh yes, he did.
He did.
Oh yes,
that extreme, making her come witness his wedding.
Who did he cheat on? Because I was just trying to think. Did Victor cheat on anybody?
I'm not talking about cheating. I'm talking about everything.
Victor did his fair share of dirt in Genoa City. And I can't recall every single incident, but Victor done told Nikki's heart out of her chest more than once. And Nikki has done her fair share of damage to Victor as well.
No, Nikki's done some stuff. Yeah, no.
So, including being with Jack Abbott.
Several times. Didn't she marry Jack like at least 2 times?
I don't recall, but I don't keep
track. But yeah, because they go back and forth and back and forth.
Victor has done his big one too. So this is what it is. I don't like it. But 10 years from now, we'll be saying, remember when?
Listen.
Oh, look. So
please let's see 10 years from now.
I'm just
look. Can y'all ain't gonna be able to see that. Oh, so one of the guys is going with our plot about the bio moms.
Well, we're not there yet, Angela. That's final thoughts. You so ready to get there. I said final thoughts. Hold your horse and your tongue.
Okay.
I just want to let the record reflect I've been behaving this whole podcast.
Thank you, Donald. And I appreciate it. Everybody else is just jumping all over.
Jumping. It's like, there's a lot to say. There's a lot to do.
I know, but in order. Y'all out of order. We're trying to have some order here. I know. We're not trying to be as chaotic as Fairmont Crest right now. Gosh.
I'm so disgusted.
Are there any other injuries that we did not discuss?
Marvella, you special. I'm just gonna say that we do Victor Tornado. Victor Rocket.
Let me say this here. Let me get back to this because I was like, this chick right here sitting up here traumatized and staring off into space. Honey, that sent me. That sent me. I said, not Anastasia just staring off like, huh? What?
Listen, she found her way to that bar though.
It was when she said, I know what I need, and went and made herself a drink.
Went right to the bar and then said, Martin,
she felt much better.
If he win the primary and have another fundraiser, I will not be in attendance.
Yeah. I ain't mad.
I said I ain't mad either. I said don't nobody have nothing else no more. And Shonda, she didn't have a hair out of place.
None at all.
Y'all, it was. Let me see. Let's do the top 5 most unrealistic things about this tornado scene. Number 1,
flipping a breaker to turn the power on.
No, Victor get into the Genoa City.
That's number 1. Absolutely,
that's definitely number 1.
Number one, Victor getting out before it happened. Because it happened. Victor shouldn't have even been in the parking lot when Shonda made that announcement.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. That's number one. Number two, most unrealistic thing about this.
The staff being
Jacob
nowhere in
making
sight.
it there as quick as he did.
The staff being nowhere
to be found.
3, Vernon being the hero to all things maintenance. 4, Joey getting her from under that chandelier.
He turned to the Flash.
That unrealistic.
He turned into the Flash because from Thursday's episode
to Friday's episode,
no. From Thursday's episode to Friday's episode, there was not enough time for him to become the Flash because the way they had it fall on Thursday and then took all the time to back it up and watch it fall on Friday is unrealistic. She should have been under the thing.
Under the chandelier.
That's number 4. Number 5. Let me think. Martin. Martin should have never woke up. He should have been in the hospital with internal bleeding.
Martin should have been in a coma.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He should have never woke up.
Yeah, he had a whole tree on him.
But then again, once we get the final thoughts, that may be a topic explored.
Yeah.
But Martin should have not woke up. That's top 5. Leslie, didn't nothing much happen with that. Go ahead.
I would like to submit the dramatic gore of blood gushing from Eva's mouth like she's in a horror movie was extremely
That was
unrealistic.
a little bit much. That was a little bit much for her to just go the way they did. I want to know what they put in her mouth.
Walter walked in during that scene. He was like, "What in the world?"
Well, she could have. Well, she could be.
I was like, "What in the exorcism is going on here?"
Well, the internal bleeding, it just seemed like it was pouring.
It did feel a little bit like the Days of Our
it was
Lives,
an
demon
exorcism
possession
on the screen.
But that's what happens with internal bleeding. But that was yeah.
It felt a lot like
it was a bit much.
Like that's a whole that could be a whole nicked artery internally or a punctured lung.
That was a little Days of Our Lives demon possession-ish.
I thought Passions had the demons.
It was definitely given Passions.
Well, Passions had the demons, but there was a demon possession on Days of Our Lives.
Yeah, Days had it too.
Okay.
So that's what that reminded me of. But I was kind of like,
I told you what exorcism is going on.
Now, I will say, Sonya, I do agree. Kat catching the blood in her hands was a little unrealistic because that ain't Kat's MO.
But what would you do? Stand by and let her bleed out?
I would probably try and find something to be able to catch it with, but barehanded?
In the stairwell? What you gonna catch it with?
I don't know.
She did have it. Well, she had a napkin or something in her hand while they were
like a napkin somewhere.
I was gonna say, did she have her clutch? Did she use a napkin or use the clutch?
No, she had a napkin or something in her hand.
Yeah,
okay, I didn't see the napkin.
She did have a napkin.
But even with a napkin, you still have blood on your hand.
It was a lot of blood. Yeah, it was a lot of blood. So that was if y'all want to add to the top 5, but those are the top 5 most unrealistic things about this thing. Let's do one more countdown and then let's go to break. The top 5 funniest things that happened during this night. Let's start from 5. Let's go 5 to 1. I'm gonna have to say Anastasia.
Yeah, Anastasia.
Anastasia takes the number 5 spot.
Nicole would be number 1, I think, with her
Nicole going off on Leslie.
No, Nicole falls into number 3 at best.
You
think for her going off on Leslie?
Yeah.
So who's the number 4 spot then? We got Anastasia at 5. Who's the number 4 funniest?
I'll probably say what is it? Jack and Abby when they were clocking Danny and Andre in terms of how they met. I'd give a chuckle on that one.
That one, but also Miss Anita catching Haley and Kyle coming out of their room. That look she gave,
looking at them like
in the hallway.
Like you need to.
It's like what y'all doing over here?
What did she say? She's a gold digging, backstabbing, husband stealing.
Winch, whatever
Winch.
it's called.
Girl, Kyle could care less. He said he was trying to get some.
Yeah, he was trying
Pretty
to get him
much.
some. He didn't care. It wasn't going
What
to
I thought,
stay with her.
it's not funny, but what I thought was highly inappropriate was Martin and Smitty warning Jack about Joey in that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right, Robert. Jack and Diane trying to get away from Tomas. That was funny.
Yeah, that was they like, who is this guy?
Look, is it wrong that for a moment I was hoping Tomas was under the tree?
I said that earlier. He should have been the one under the tree. I think you was off
he
when
was
I said
gonna
Tomas should have been the one under the tree. He should have been.
Yeah, Leslie telling Anastasia to shut up, but Anastasia period was funny. She just
That was. I think that's it.
Yeah.
So what's our number one though? Because see, I was thinking Nicole was number one. For me, Nicole was number one. I was dying in the office typing. I just
I mean, she can get up to number one. She can get to the number one spot because that was a good break from the sit your ass
down. I said, "Oh my gosh, that was funny."
It was long overdue.
Shanice just standing there like, okay, go Nicole.
Shanice was like, what she said.
Yep, what she said.
That. Oh my God, y'all. Again, I just have to say kudos to everybody. Y'all did your big one on this one. I mean, we're picking it apart as we do, but I wouldn't have predicted this and how y'all did it, and here we are. So with that being said, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back with the trivia answers. We really don't need to nominate for evictions, but we'll go ahead and reveal for those of y'all who are just tuning in who we've already decided to kick out this week. But we'll be right back, y'all. Let's just go there. Angela.
Curtis, yeah, you missed it, Curtis. Sorry, that was at like 9 o'clock, hon. 9 something. We did that early.
All right.
Well, our winner is our marvelous Marvella.
All right, Marvella. Congratulations, y'all. Give it up for Marvella.
He wasn't, yeah, and no, close, but Marvella beat you. I like
Marvella said finally. She said finally. Noki, what I'm gonna suggest you, well, you're on the Facebook page, maybe watch from the YouTube. You might can get in a little faster than from the Facebook. Maybe the Facebook is a little,
because I think there's a lag. Yeah, there is a delay.
There might be a lag. So try that next time. Okay, so we already are. We don't even do the announcement, but the person leaving Fairmont Crest this week.
Kicking her out with a big boot.
Bye, Danny.
I think they both should go. But if
I was gonna say both of them.
Hey, it takes two to do it. So I say, hey,
and I don't with the comment that goes back.
And Bill started it.
She ought to feel like trash. She's about to break my boy's heart, and I don't like it.
Well, we said that Danny was gonna break Andre's heart. We didn't like it. We was hoping she won't, but we did say, and we are true to how we say things here on the show.
Oh no, I done lost it.
We've said
hurt
that she was gonna break his heart. We did say that. So if we are staying with our track record, we did call it. Eva and Martin and Andre on the prayer list.
Yes.
Lord have mercy. Performer of the week.
Nicole.
I would say Kat.
Okay.
Nicole, well, hold on. I had more than one in my mind, but Nicole definitely did her big one. Not even just cussing Leslie out, but just her fear and just her whole performance of my children are missing, all that. I thought she did a phenomenal job this week.
Yeah, I'll probably say Nicole was the standout for this week.
She's the one that stood out to me.
To me, I was gonna say Kat.
Yeah.
And the reason I say Kat,
she did decent.
The reason I say Kat is because of the whole I don't care. This is what's happening. Oh my God, look what's happening. Y'all hurry up and help her. And now to the point where I'm traumatized. I can't even speak and say what's going on as to who is what. Like,
and
Daddy, I'm so sorry. I was like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I could see that. I would be willing to give it to both of them.
Because I'll say honorable mention goes to Paul, Victor Newman.
Well, I was gonna say Victor Newman because Victor got the hell up out of there. So
the great Houdini. That's what Victor was.
An Avenger.
Victor was the great Houdini Avenger.
Victor Newman has showed us that he is a superhero.
Yes, he is.
Curtis said that's her anniversary face. I'm hollering.
Victor Newman said, Eric Braden said, listen, my ass is too old for y'all to think I'm gonna be sitting behind some trees and up under anything in this place. So y'all can handle all of this stuff. But me, I'm going to my trailer and I'm going back to my trailer. I'll go ahead and do whatever y'all gonna do. Y'all did good to get me over here. That's about all y'all gonna get from me. So Eric Braden, I ain't mad at you. You done put in 40 plus years of soap and said I done had my share. So y'all have it. So
Victor leaving is like Bob Barker leaving. It's just it won't be the same.
My dad said this. The day Victor Newman is no longer on Y&R is the last day he ever watches the show. And I believe him. All of those times when they had the who killed Victor Newman and Victor died, my daddy said, well, that's it. I'm not watching no more. And then to come back and he's alive and okay, I'm back. Again. But the final time that they closed the final credit on Victor Newman, that's the day my daddy is no longer Y&R watcher. I'm here to tell you. So now let's go to final thoughts. This whole God, Bob Barker is dead. Leave him alone.
Did he die? You sure?
Yes, he's gone. Bob Barker is gone.
He's been gone for about a couple of years, maybe a few years now.
Bob Barker is in glory.
Maybe like two.
He is gone for a minute.
Bob Barker said, "Come on down or come on up." That's what he's saying now. Come on up.
Bob Barker is down. That's I will say.
No, I'm saying he's in heaven. So he's saying, "Come on up" instead of "come on down."
No, he's saying he's down. He's not in heaven.
He's saying he ain't
in heaven. That's what he's saying.
I don't know. That ain't my business.
But you know that I don't know that you say Bob Barker said, "Come on down."
Oh, he wasn't a saint when he was alive.
God bless them.
Oh, it's only been 3 years. 3 years this August. 23.
Severe posthumous allegations of racism and a toxic workplace culture during his 35-year tenure. What?
I believe that.
Yeah,
I believe that.
Yeah, I heard that.
All right, let's get back to final thoughts.
So final thought.
We'll talk about Bob later.
Final thoughts is this. Keisha, since you missed the previews for next week.
Oh no, I went and watched them during the commercial. I'm good. I'm ready.
Okay. So
can I just say one thing?
No,
I'm not going into I'm not going into detail. I'm just gonna say that we were right, and I'm gonna leave it there.
Okay. So Kat says toward the end of the show, before we get to next week, she wanted to leave, but she felt that she should go to the hospital, which she said, I need to go basically and check on Eva. I don't think she even realized Martin had even passed out at this point. So I'm going to go to the hospital because I need to check on Eva. Now, what happens is when we get to the hospital for next week, this is where the extra drama comes in. So let me insert this footnote before I go there. Back when all of this broke loose and we were here on this podcast, and I think it was April maybe of 2025, we started circulating this, maybe between April and May, I'll say May 2025, here on Behind the Gates podcast. We floated with the idea that Eva did not belong to Leslie.
Yep.
That Eva is actually Ted and Nicole's.
Yep.
How did we get there? This is how we got there. Ted and Nicole were doing all of their rounds of IVF, all of their fertility things, and Ted was pillow talking with Leslie. Somewhere in this process, when they do IVF, they extract eggs from the mother to fertilize them outside of the body and create what they call embryos. Then they take those embryos and they plant them inside the mother, and the prayer is that that embryo survives and implants and becomes a pregnancy. Well, they did this several times, to which a lot of those eggs did not take. They finally got their miracle baby Kat, but lo and behold, Leslie's pregnant too. Now, nobody is doubting the fact that Ted and Leslie slept together, because they did. But the theory of this show, this podcast, this Behind the Gates, says while Ted is pillow talking, somehow he has let it out of the bag what fertility clinic they have worked in, that they were working with. And we know that Leslie knows her way around a hospital too, a lab or two, a situation or two. It is our theory that she stole one of Ted and Nicole's embryos, had it implanted, and boom, I'm pregnant. Because Eva looks nothing like a child of Ted and Leslie would make. Let's just leave it there.
Well, we can't go off of that because
we can't go off of that, but we're just going to leave it there. We're just going to leave it there. Their birthdays are around the same, with Kat Furs and Eva shortly after.
Allegedly.
They're basically around the same age. And we never got that paternity test, the so-called paternity test. But remember, Leslie said, she called somebody, said, I need a favor. We never found out who that favor was. And so Nicole sees the paternity test and glances at it and said, oh yeah, it has the same markers, genetic markers as Ted. So Ted is definitely the father, quote unquote, to Nicole. But did we look at what Nicole's genetic markers were?
She wasn't paying enough attention.
That was her baby. She wasn't paying any attention because no, that can't possibly be my child. But let's talk about, they said Kat's intuition has always been spot on. Nicole has taken a very interesting liking to Eva, even though the truth is out about Eva, she still has a very interesting bond with Eva and protective of her for some reason. And yeah, so those are our thoughts. So now, with that footnote being inserted, come next week, it's coming that because of her injury, she needs some sort of transplant. Was it a kidney transplant?
They never said what organ.
They didn't say. They just said she needs a transplant to live.
Well, the only way that they could go to Kat to say we need this from you would have to be one that Kat has two of. So that's either a lung or a kidney, and I doubt they're going to ask Kat to give her one of her lungs.
Because I'm still wondering if it's part of her liver or something like that. Yeah.
Well, they're saying
at any rate,
go to Kat because let's see if Kat is a match. Kat is refusing to be matched and said, I don't want to be tested for a match. I don't even want to be a match.
But somehow, because listen, I heard y'all say that her reaction is her not feeling any love for her sister. But I would like to submit, for the sake of argument, we know that Kat is very selfish and very childlike when it comes to medical stuff from the similar reaction.
Somebody had that
the whole
in the
cancer
chat
thing.
now.
I don't want to be tested.
Yeah.
I don't think that has anything to do with Eva. It has everything to do with Kat.
Oh yeah, I'm not thinking it's clear. I think, like I said, I think it is Kat not wanting to be involved in any of it because it's too much. All of it. It could be a mixture of all of it that she doesn't want to do. But anyway, I think this is the prime time now where the true parental makeup, biological makeup of Eva is going to be revealed.
That's a good
because
one,
we know that the writers don't do anything happenstance, whether it's 2 years ago or yesterday. It's a reason for every word that's written. And I think that when it all said and done, when they're trying to find a match for this thing, Leslie ain't gonna be a match.
Which will prove that not her daughter.
Yeah, some markers or something gonna be off.
It's gonna be a spot on 100% match with Kat, which is gonna prove then how is that possible? It's gonna end up being a spot with Nicole, which is gonna cause them to dig further. And she's going to have all the genetic markers of both Ted and Nicole.
Yep.
It's
coming.
But even then, like let's take that for a bit. And if Leslie turns out to not be Eva's biological mother, and let's say if Ted and Nicole file charges against Leslie for theft and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Too late. It's probably past in their time period or stuff like that.
I don't know. Like this is like they didn't even know that this was a thing. So they could be able to try and draw up charges. But also, to your point, Keisha, Leslie has enough money because of Anita's trust she set up for Barbara's heir. She may be able to have enough money to be able to hire a lawyer that could be able to argue the statute of limitation regarding that.
Yeah.
But that would definitely be a uphill
still
battle.
Kidnapping.
What is going to happen when everybody finds out that Eva is Ted and Nicole's
child? That's going to be a whole
But it's going to be interesting.
I don't think it's going to be an issue so much for anybody other than it'll be an issue for Leslie because Eva is going to not forgive Leslie at first, but then she's also still going to be defensive of her because she raised me. I think Nicole will be very
hot with her for a minute.
She'll be cool with it.
Nicole
is going to have the issue. Kat is the one that's going to break down.
Thank you, boo boo. I did the spot. That was good.
Okay.
Kat is going to break down.
Yeah, she will. Kat is not going to take this well.
And you're right, Robert. Anita gonna have to eat them words. She's gonna have to eat them twice.
Because if it comes out that Eva is actually Ted and Nicole's true biological daughter.
He is a Dupree.
And
she is your grandchild.
Leslie is going to be Barbara's and Vernon's child.
Everybody gonna be a Dupree but Anita, because she's only a Dupree by injection.
Oh, that's gonna be something that Anita's. Oh my.
That's gonna be
Now that's good. So now that's good. So
that would be good. So. And if they aren't willing to do that, but they are willing to keep with this other BS they keep trying to throw up here, then I'm mad.
I think they just took the whole kitchen sink and threw it at us, because at this point, when they wrote this, because we're 3 months behind what they're writing and shooting. I don't think they even knew that they were being renewed yet.
Yeah, they
did. It was just, let's just throw the sink in it at this point.
Yeah, let's just throw everything out there just in case we don't get to finish it.
You know what? We should have asked Miss Tamika when she was on here, what's it like knowing that you done recorded all of this 3 months in advance, and while we sitting here trying to get caught up to y'all,
and you already know what's going to happen,
and y'all watch our reactions.
Well, she did. Because after we finished and you got off, Donald, she stayed behind and chit chatted and kikied for a little bit longer.
Oh,
and we asked
to come back,
but we didn't realize she was going to stay. I looked and said, "Oh, she's still there." So we was like, "Hey, girl." So she's like, "Hey," and we asked her, said, "How far are we ahead of y'all?" And she said, behind y'all. And she said about 3 months. And we were like, "Oh God." We were like, "Well, what is that like?" Knowing, sitting back and seeing what, watching us see what y'all have already done. And she was, like, "Yeah, that's a trip to sit back and, and watching us enjoy, what they've done and knowing what's already coming ahead." Is
what's coming.
Right. And so she didn't give us any tea on what's coming. She can't.
Of course.
Yeah.
So we don't know. But I hope that in the future there's a Danny and Andre 3 months from now.
Or Danny and Bill.
Oh, Andre.
No, don't say that together. Don't do that.
Yes, please don't. Let's just let it go. Let it go and walk away.
As much as I want to unsee what was shown, that's going to be the messy side of So We Don't.
Messy. Very messy.
There's so many other people we could get messy with. Let's leave them alone.
I am not a fan, but I am reconciling with the fact that at some point during the life of BTG, it is going to happen.
They did it. So now we've had it. Now let's move on.
No, they're going to try to give it a go. They're going to try to say, you know what? Let's figure this out.
Like you said, they listen to us. So yes.
Especially when it comes out some kind of way that Bill is being poisoned. And I knew that this person marked you, and she marked you to turn us up, and you really didn't mean to walk away, but she marked you and it come out. Then it's going to be another reason why I told you now I have to save him from this girl.
That is not your job.
Look at how quickly she forgot about Andre. When she was pressured, Andre's name did not come out of her mouth. Well, we all hope that, Sonia, but the horrification that was on the both of their faces says otherwise.
That's what I was saying. I didn't think it was, but I think they still did it though, Sonia.
I think that it went down.
I hate it, but yeah. It was very implied, I think.
I think so. And we'll know for sure next week because she's going to talk to Vanessa about it. So we'll know for sure how it went down. We know that Danny was absolutely mortified. So I don't understand being mortified behind a kiss.
I mean, she could be mortified by the possibility of what she was about to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I pray for that to have not been the case.
Well, my stomach is in knots.
Yeah.
for a
So
lot of
good
reasons.
job, guys.
They have
Wonderful
set
job.
my anxiety on a new high. I got to go and actually
Yeah.
take an anti-anxiety medication.
I'm just ready to find out that Eva's a Dupree.
Let me ask y'all this question. This is something completely, it's BTG related, but something not related to this conversation. So I have a friend that is interested in watching Beyond the Gates. But they have expressed to me that they want to start from the beginning so they can see how everything unfolded. Now, I have expressed to them that season 1 is 200 episodes. And we are about episode 100 and what? 10?
We're over 100, but I mean, it'll be a good binge.
It would be a good binge. But it's also
if you do it on Paramount Plus, you get 30 minutes without commercials. If you
and
pay
I did
for
tell
that.
them that.
And then you can kind of go from there. But
and then BET.
But it's also one of those things where this person has I won't say a short attention span, but they will probably be able to binge about maybe 5 or 6 episodes at a time. So it's going to take them a while to get caught up with where we're at.
Okay, so the first 10 episodes and stop. Pick up again around episode 75 because everything repeats itself. There's not much that happened in between.
You need to initially get the whole rundown.
Get the first.
They definitely have to hit the anniversary party.
The anniversary party, the things when Leslie, she starts very early. So the first 10 episodes, you'll see the running the Laura off the road and all of that stuff. Around episode 60 to 75 will give you the whole poisoning of Laura and the anniversary party and that sort of thing. And then if you skip ahead to maybe 110, 115, you get somewhere with Kat trying to plant the evidence and them trying to figure out what happened. And that's going to be the major milestones of where you need to be. So
you got to get Martin. They got to get the Martin story too.
Because we're at 107 right now on the.
They need the Martin story. We can do it. They can skip through the whole kidnapping because that's irrelevant. But I think Martin's story was important.
I mean, you can always just read the rundowns and then
so we're in episode 2. If they watch a good 30 to 40 of those episodes, they'll be caught up pretty much enough.
Yeah.
It's a soap opera. It ain't hard to catch up.
That's what I'm saying, because they repeat every day. And repeat every week.
Yeah, I can turn on days and kind of even Young and the Restless, and I swear I may have watched 50 episodes of Y&R in my life. I can still pick up on it when it comes on after the show. Sometimes I can still catch on to some of the stuff going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's valid. So yeah, just
because the thing with them is that they still have yet to start. And the thing that I'm trying to get them to understand with soap is that this is a Monday through Friday thing. The longer you wait to start, the more episodes pile up, and then you're going to miss certain stuff. But I've also told them that I have no issue answering any questions that they may have and explaining stuff.
Or they go back to YouTube at least and catch our Beyond the Gates podcast as much as they can.
There you go.
And
catch up.
Or watch the podcast and catch up. So it's
because we give you a whole week right there at one visit. Yeah.
Because we're only at episode 61 of us. So that's what we are. But anyway, we're gonna call this a night because I got homework to do.
So do I.
Yeah.
Y'all pray for me as I pray for y'all, because it is going to be a long weekend for me.
Same, boo, same.
And I'm trying to decide if I should do some more tonight and go to bed and get up at 4 a.m, or do nothing tonight and go to bed and get up fresh at 4 a.m, because I'm really kind of full of anxiety about doing it, and I'm thinking I might not give it attention it needs because I'm feeling some kind of way.
But if you can't sleep, I would just get up and do it. If you end up going to bed and can't sleep,
I'll just get up
and do it.
But I think I should at this point wind myself and then get in it to win it tomorrow.
Yeah, if you don't have it in you tonight, then that's what I say do. I'm gonna attempt to at least do something. I gotta knock something off of here tonight.
I've got one major assignment and a test. I'm not ready for the test, but the assignment is more important. I'm thinking if I can just knock the whole assignment out tomorrow, the rest of it out tomorrow, and then Sunday proofread, and then spend the second half just trying to do the test. I think that's what I might have to do. But Raphael just got home. We're gonna eat dinner. By the time I eat dinner and take a moment with him, it's gonna be 10 o'clock. And then what am I gonna write at 10 o'clock?
Yeah, I'm about to go try and knock out at least my discussion question, maybe answer 2 or 3 essay questions, and then I'm about to go head on to Texas to Dutton Ranch.
Now, see, I can't go to Dutton Ranch till Sunday. I cannot go there. We're not going to Texas till Sunday. This got to be off my plate.
If y'all go to Texas, let me know.
We want to go see Masters of the Universe today.
When's the next game coming on?
Where in Texas y'all gonna be?
What's it called?
Dang.
I'm getting ready to say Point Loma, and that's San Diego. That ain't
no.
It. Palo, what is it?
Hold on.
What are you talking about? Where's what?
What part of Texas we're going to visit?
Oh, where's Dutton Ranch at?
It is in it's something Paloma.
Real Paloma.
Real Paloma.
We're going to Real Paloma, Texas. That's it. We're going to Real Paloma.
Yes, we're headed to Real Paloma.
Sunday. I'm not going there till Sunday.
We about to go tonight. Because Sunday we'll be in Fromville.
Well, you know what? No, I can't go tonight because Raphael hadn't been to Fairmont Crest yet, so we're gonna go to Fairmont Crest, and we got to go there. And we can go, but I'm trying to go to bed early, so no, it's gonna be Sunday.
And then the game Saturday.
Yeah,
the game is Saturday. Sunday will be in Fromville.
So yeah,
well,
okay.
Ursula and Keisha could be worse. You could be doing your doctoral program and grading assignments in music appreciation.
Oh, and we got Raising Canaan. Oh, you got too much going on.
That's a lot.
One of those things you can get an assistant to do, and I'm just gonna leave it.
I ain't got none.
I need you to hire one.
Look, stay on afterwards so we can let you know where we help. Now, stay on afterwards, and we will hook you up the service that we rent our assistants from.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Good night, everybody. Thank y'all so much for joining Behind the Gates. Thank y'all for this wonderful week. Thank y'all for your comments. Thank you for your love. Thank y'all for tuning in to us each and every week here Behind the Gates. And we will see you next week to see if our theory is right.
Theories.
Yep. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. Good night.
All right. Good night. Lamont, you will have to watch the.
Everybody knows.